Hello guys, welcome back. In this React.js video tutorial, we are going to learn how to use the Unistore in the React.js. So first question is, what is the Unistore and what is the use of this? So Unistore basically is the alternative of the redux, and if you are a React developer, then you may listen the name of redux. So redux is pretty complicated, as many developers and guys say, but Unistore is a very simple library that can provide the same as a facility with the redux. So let's get started. So these are the 5 steps that we have to follow to use the Unistore. Just we have to install the Unistore, import the files, create store, create action, and connect the action with the component. That's it. So it's a pretty simple as seems. So now let's get started with the official npm package site. So just write here Unistore npm. Alright, just open this and install it with the very simple command. Alright, it will just take couples of seconds, and after that we have to use to create store. So just copy it and go to your index.js file and paste here. Simple. Alright, so we need one more thing which is the provider. And if you are familiar with the redux, then you will see that the provider, stores and actions, most of the things are related to the redux, but container, reducer, root reducers are not present here. So just try here React, and we don't need to connect here, just need provider. Alright, after that you can go a little bit down and you can use this simply store here. It's provider. Alright, we use a provider here. Now we have to just create the store, which is the very simple command. You can see in that here. So just use the create store, which is imported from the Unistore, and here we are using the counter, a counter state which value is 0 as by default, and it's a store, and this store is attached with the provider. That means it can be accessible in the whole app because application is inside in the provider. Alright, so after that just create a file with the name of action .js. Alright, so we can use export action const. We can use the actions, and we can copy the code from here. It's a little bit easier to save the time. Alright, so you can use like this. Is anything wrong with that? No, there is nothing wrong. Just I'm going to write the wrong here. Alright, so just close the brackets here. So we have a increment function, and in this increment function we just pass the state, and in the state we have state dot count, and it will return the count. This function will going to return the count, and we will print the count. For now, just come back to the application app.js, and here you can remove your class. Alright, and for that you can use a simple connect function for app. Alright, so and we have to import the actions, it's action from file path, which is action. Alright, so it can be inside the curly brackets. Alright, so we have to use here action, not actions. Now let's see. Alright, so we have to start the npm and let's check is any kind of error or not. Oops, we cannot use the connect function in the app.js. Why? Because we did not import this. So for that we can import your connect function in the app.js. Just write here simply connect. Alright, and it should be work fine now. So just click on here increment and you can see that we got the increment here. So you are going to think that what is it, how we can say that this is the global state. So I'll going to show you, just understand the code little bit, then I'll show you that how it's a global state. So now what we did actually, just let's come on the first screen. First of all, we import the provider, create the store here and use the store in the provider. And now after that we create an action. What is action going to do? Action have get a parameter with the store, and every function can use the state parameter, and it can take a return anything that we want to return. And just after that import the actions here. And after the importing the actions, we have a connect function which is provided by the Unistore. We can use this, and it have the two parameters. One is the state, which is created in the stored. You can see that. Alright, and second thing is an action. So this is action which is we are going to import. So this is the action. So connect will combine both of them and it will return the output. So we are going to return the increment function and count, which is the variable, which is the state. So let's think we have to use one more state. So how we can use that? For if we can use with like this, yes, so next equal to 10. All right, and just use the array here to use multiple states. So just write here next, use the comma, and we pass the two states here. And in the function we can use one more thing, which is the next equal to next plus 2. That's pretty simple. And use the next here also. This is returning the next. And now use the next here. Now let's catch up here. Next is not defined in the action. So let's check here, because we have to use the state.action, because these are the state here. So we have to use the state.action. So now, alright, so just make some comma or anything else to differentiate both of them. So now you can see that. So now I'm going to increase that. Here we have increment value by 1, here we increment value by 2. So here you can see that. Alright, so how we this is how we can use the multiple states. And now how it is global. So basically in the redux function is functionality providing the state management, that when we set a variable in any file, we can access it in the whole application anywhere. So the Unistore is also doing the same thing. So we can use these two states in the anywhere in our application. So how? So I'm going to create one more file with the show.js. all right, so here I'm going to import the code. Just importing the show here. Alright, so I'm not going to provide a button function here, no need of increment here. Alright, we just need an action here. This is necessary actually. So now we can import this function in the application file. Show from, write the path here, show. Alright, so this is by default. Alright, so now let's see what's going on. Nothing is different. So I'm going to remove these state from here because I'm going to use a show component here. And now let's see, it's still working the same, and still we use the show component as a different from here, and there is a no you can say that the on click function or event, and still it's going to showing that the states are updating here just because of connect functions, because the state are now universal, we can say that, or global in your application. So this is the basic structure about the Unistore and how you can call the applications. How you can call the APIs in the Unistore. So for that I'm going to share a link with you. Oops, this is my GitHub account, and the link is also given in the description. And just I'm going to show you that how they are going to call. And this is the redux to the Unistore, and this link will be provided in the description of this video. Alright, so just click on the app.js here and actions here. Alright, in the action you can see that I have called this application with the fetch API, resolve this and get return the data here, and here in the action or in the application.js I got the data with the get data function and pass in the list component, and in the list component I am going to show it with the we can say that in the list format. So if you still have any confusion with that, I will make a video, then you can ask me in the comment box if you are getting stuck with this code, and if you don't need, then it's fine. And thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and give a thumbs up to the video. Thanks guys, thanks for watching this.